There we go. Now we're centrifuging. Beautiful, beautiful. And I think I could just straight out do that and bingo. Alright, so right now the disk drives are looking fine. It's going up and down. It might be, we're good. We're good for right now. We just gotta keep an eye on it. I know I can make more, but I'm lazy. But we're now out of, dude, we're now in the futuristic mechanisms or whatever. We're literally in the next stage of pain. We're in the next stage of pain. Oh my god, I just realized once this is the more pain. Okay, so this is next lungs of pain. Alright, let's look at this. LUV, sure. I don't know how well this is gonna look. Let's see. Do I have everything? Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay. Let's start out with the machine casing. So we're going to need... Alright, let's start off with the plates first. That's what it looks like we're going to need to start out with first, is a bender. Okay. Okay, now... Yeah, no, this has got to go in an assembler at level 8. Okay, so I got to find a random assembler at level 8. Okay, and then I'll have pretty much almost everything done. Assembler at level 8. I think the only... Maybe here? Maybe in the assemblers here might be level 8? I'm not 100% sure though. Oh, there is one. Cool. Ah, for the IV casing. Right, we're going on to a whole new casing. We're going to LUV. Like, this is even more power. But from what I could tell, if I really want a lot of power, solar panels are going to be one of the bigger ones that are going to be great for me. But, oh, right. What in the world? Okay, what all do I have? Well, I'm scared. Okay, so this is the recipe I'm going to need to use. So I need to make thin polymer sheets. Ugh, why does these polymer sheets gotta look annoying? Oh, because they are. And then to make this at all, I need to make it using this. Sodium, you know what? Let's just see, do I have everything? Let's just see, do I have this sodium, whatever? Sodium, no, I don't have sodium. I don't have that. Do I even have this Laura? No, I don't have Drolexophoricizine. Okay, so it seems I need to make these two items. So I'm going to need to make benzene and chlorine. Okay, wait a minute. I think I have both of those. So this will give me the drench hydrofluoric acid. I just wanted the chlorine. So this will need to... I forgot. What machine does this? It's going to go in a chemical reaction at level 2. Ooh, thank God. Thank God it doesn't have to go into one of these. Okay, so this needs to be a level 2. Alright, great. And then we throw that in there. So now we're making whatever this is. This is like the first step to whatever we need to make here. So we have this because it's got to make this. But we got to make this sodium stuff, which needs sulfur and sodium. Oh, well, ain't that simple enough? Ain't that simple things of joy? Okay. Yeah, no, I have... How much sulfur do I have? How much of all this? I got 243,000 sulfur, and how much sodium? I have 31... I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, so now that I now have that, I just now would have checked. So now that I now have that, so this can go in a regular chemical... Okay, so another chemical reaction. So, bingo, bingo. Cool, cool, cool. So I don't want the salt. Salt can go wherever it wants to go. And bingo. Okay, so that just goes into another chemical reaction, and then after that, I need to make the bender, I'm going to need to, yeah, put it in the bender, and so I want to make this, so I gotta get a fluid solidifier. Yeah, a fluid solidifier. That's not hard. I think I probably have one down here somewhere. Okay, so now the fluid solidifier, like I said, I just need to find the one with the ingot stuff. So... Oh, I also, wait a minute, just remembered I'm going to have to give this its own slot. If I don't, it's not going to work. I think one of these are the solidifiers. No, that's a forming press, extractor. I thought one of these, a fluid heater. I don't even know what a fluid heater does. Bing, oh wait, no, this is the plate. Well, okay, well, I thought that was it. I got so excited. I'm like, oh, I found it. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Maybe I don't have one over here. I may not have fluid solidifier. Oh, ingots. Bingo. Found it. Okay, I knew I had one. I just didn't know where. Alright, and now we just do the normal. Throw it in a bender at level 10. And also, every single episode I've done this, gotta make more patterns. It's literally a gag at this point. I could easily automate that and if I wanted to. Alright, so now that I now have that, now I have to wire mill. Is this the same as that? Yeah, just wire mill at level... Was it 1? Was it wire mill level 1? It was. Okay, so a wire mill at level 1, which I'm hoping it's not going to be that hard to find. Oh, there it is. Found it. It was literally the second one I looked at. I'm like, oh, well, there it is. So that should... Actually, that's not done. That's not everything. That is not everything. I forgot. I need to actually assemble this. Alright, so now that I got that, so now that I now have that, so now we should have everything to make... Yes. So, wait a minute. Wait, can I actually... Wait... Liquid promethazine, or I could do it this way. I would save the, wait, that means I'm saving that plate. You know. Yeah, we're using that. That's cheaper. That's significantly cheaper. I don't care. We're using that. Alright, does it take a certain level? No, it actually doesn't. And I have it all the way on IV. It's gonna take literally, I don't even know. That's quick time. But alright, I guess let's make one of these. There we go, LUV machine hall, and it only takes a bazillion different, it only takes a bazillion different ingredients to make a singular piece, but then after that I can make a fusion reactor computer, or I can literally start moving downwards. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's literally already telling me that I should go off and make this. I see, your first LUV circuit, which I can do, funny enough. Okay, I just wanted to check. It is actually working, which is very, very good. It's very working. And now that everything is running again, I just want to check power. Alright, we're good on power. I also wanted to go off and actually make the, well, not make it, but just kind of set this up for greatness. So we're actually going to make our first LUV tier circuit, which is very, very good, which it can go in a circuit assembler at EV, which is kind of crazy. That's like a couple levels behind. So I can literally go in there. And there we go. So now we got an EV circuit in the clean room. So, yep, now we got that done. Oh, wait. It can't store whatever that is. Wait, I didn't set the one thing. Wait a minute. No, actually, what is this liquid? Oh, well, oopsie daisy. Alright, so something like that. That should put that thing in here. It took the sulfuristic acid. That is... not what I want. Okay, system, work right. I want you to throw that other stuff in here. If not, I'm actually gonna have to find it myself. I thought I was gonna try to be slick. Okay, yeah, this is the stuff I didn't actually put a spot for, which I totally forgot to do, and the system totally worked. Which I thought it should work. If I don't know, man. I don't know. I do things certain ways to make sure it all works, but there we go. So that's extra. Jeez. But there we go. Now we have the UV machine casings that have, oh my god, 500,000 power. Oh man. Okay, so now, dude, the any NV converter, which that's actually already kind of crazy, which is what, can this lead me into the next? Yep. Okay, so this is what it is gonna lead me down into. The next level of quantum for third IV circuit, EV, and then ZPM. We're getting into ZPM. Power substation, assembly lines, event elite scanner, a fusion reactor. Fusion glass isn't a horrible idea. Smash elements to get more powerful materials. Oh, what the world? This thing looks super intense. Oh, what? Oh, that's what this is? This is what this research thing is? ZPM, data orb into a fusion reactor Mark II? Oh, this looks crazy. Okay, what I say. Okay, so it seems like if I want to start this, I'm gonna have to, let's just make this, let's make our first ULV chip, or whatever that chip is. We're just gonna make one of these. This unlocks, so we know that we made it. Alright, go off and craft me one, which, right there. Okay, yeah, that's not going to take that long. It already had mostly of everything already. Alright, there we go. So now we got our first nano compressor mainframe, and there we go. It's now went off. Yeah, I had to go through. I should probably go through and accomplish all of these. Like, there's stuff, of course, I didn't do. I didn't do this other stuff. I didn't do these. I have all this stuff. I just don't have it in my inventory for it to say I collected it. This I practically have done a long time ago. Anything else? Yeah, this I didn't do, of course. I didn't do the lapinoid crystal. I don't think I did these. I don't remember ever doing these, so yeah, those look like things I've never done before. But yeah, now I've done this graphite stuff. I've done all of this. I think I've practically done, yeah, I've done this. Yeah, okay. I'll worry about that another time. But now there we go. Now we can actually start working on this. But for us to even use this stuff, we need to figure out how to make this stuff. Oh boy, it uses liquid helium. How fun, because I'm making that. Okay, so now we got that. So to make this, so we can actually put it in helium, but it needs, okay, HSS. I just wanted to make sure that it was the right stuff. And now to make this, oh, do I have amethyst? I think amethyst dust should be pretty easy to make. I should just be able to break down amethyst, right? Okay, how do I make amethyst dust? I am, yeah, how do I break down or get amethyst dust? This is amethyst, pure amethyst. This is electrolyzing. I mean, it's just breaking that down. Ore washing. Huh, how does it plan on you to get some of... I have amethyst, it's just not the right amethyst. Why can't I just break the amethyst I already have down? Like, why can't I just break it down into ores? I'm so confused. Why is it, like, being a little of a pain? What is going on here? Raw block. I don't need a raw block game. Like, I don't need a raw block. How do I... There's gotta be a way. That's not... I have everything to make this. It's just my only issue with this is that I don't want to do that. Like, the only way I can see doing this easily is using the equipped amethyst. But, like, I don't see anything else. Like, of course, this... But I'm not getting pure ore from the game, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not getting just straight out raw amethyst. Like, of course, I can... But it's like, what's the sense of the amethyst I have now? What's the sense of me getting 1,000,000 of this? Like, I just have straight out 1,000,000. It feels like the only way for me to actually do this is by using the mystical agriculture as the easiest. Like, I'm genuinely thinking this may be the only way for me to actually do this. Dye essence. Like, I genuinely think there's no other way for me to get this stupid amethyst. Like, I gotta use a mixer. That's level 15. I'm probably gonna have to make a new mixer just because who in the world is just gonna have a level 15 mixer laying around when all these ones are low numbered? Like, I think the highest number I've ever put something to was 10, not 15. Set that to level 15. This thing goes to level 32. That is insane. But so far, yep, this is the way I gotta do it. And I could use amethyst seeds, which are not consumable, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, you need for this to work. I wish it just needed water. Like, why do you gotta be so much more of an annoyance? Like, for me to get this going, I would have to automate certain stuff, and I genuinely don't want to do it. Like, that just seems like, yeah, when I could just do this with raw amethyst. Oh my god. Well, there we go. So now if we take that, this is the recipe I'm using. It has to be number 00. Okay. 00 in this bad boy. So make sure you go over here, you click 00. And then we also make sure it actually is outputting. It is not. Good news, it is now. Okay, so raw amethyst. So now that we have that, to make raw this, I guess the best way for me to honestly do this is probably... Oof, how would I set this up? Because I can easily go through all of my... how do I... this isn't crazy good. So, of course, I could set certain stuff up. Like, I could just go with the main ore and just have it go down the list of... it's not a 100% chance. Okay, ore washing, it's a much higher chance, but still, that's not great. Why does amethyst gotta be annoying? Like, there's nothing here that gives me like a 100% chance at this. Like, what about thermal extended? Does absolutely nothing. That does absolutely nothing. I am struggling. I guess I can have it automated, but I do need to. I do know, like, the only way I can actually see this going right is if I kind of build it its own system of raw amethyst and having it hooked up and having it making its own, like I have everything being pumped into this. Oh god. Oh my god. It won't work. It won't work because of how... I don't like this. I wish it was more like... Oh, okay. This is probably... even this wouldn't help. Even that wouldn't help. Okay. We're just gonna make it easy. I'm just gonna straight out go down. Actually, make sure I unclick that. Yo, nah, just make sure it's 16 at all times. Like, just make sure it's 16 at all times. Yeah, that actually really sucks. Okay, just like normal, I'm just gonna have to, yep, get an advanced macerator. And I guess, is this working? Is this, oh, maybe, is it crafting? I want to double check, because the way I know is if I'm looking at this. It is crafting, it's just a little slow. Okay, so that timing, if it is slow, that's pretty good then. Okay. Oh, if I go through this way, actually, that means I could completely switch up the way I'm doing this. If I can just end it with the centrifuge, actually, stop what this is doing, because then the system will only actually make how much I want it to make. Well, I don't need it to make 16 anymore. Because if I can end it with a 16, then everything, I think... maybe not. Okay. Okay, screw it. We're just gonna go back to this. I know I could have probably set this up if I used my brain all the way. I could probably set it up in a certain way where it works out the way I want it to work. But I'm not going crazy. I'm not. I don't feel like it. But here we go. So that should just start pumping that in. That's really good. Okay, there we go. So now that we're actually taking this stuff and purifying it, and there we go. We got ourselves some of that beautiful, the stuff that I want. That's what I'm talking about. Amethyst dust. This is just the way I'm going to have to do it just because it wants to be dumb and the way dude, why isn't there a recipe just to break down the amethyst you have? Like, you can easily take like a forge hammer for a chance. Why? Dude, that's like a missed opportunity. Like, I don't know why they just had to make it like that much more difficult. Like, it didn't need to be. It literally did not need to be. I'm gonna complain about that for the end of time now. I have found something new to complain about. Okay, so now that I now got that, now I gotta like turn all of this. Is this what I was trying to do? And then centrifuge it? Yes. Okay, so now the next piece of business is that I'm going to shift it. So I'm going to need to get a shifter. And then after that, I want, or, well, this can, I'm guessing if it goes up. Do I really want to though? Well, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, there we go. So now we have this. So this is giving me all of this other amethyst stuff. That is very, very good. I'm happy to see it. So yeah, this is gonna give me a bunch of different items. So I'm gonna have to like really stack some of this. So yep, there's the stuff I want. There's the stuff I want. This is looking beautiful. Okay, there we go. So I think there's one more item. I think there is actually. Is there any more items? Let's check here. So is there any more items when it comes to shifter? No, there's only 4. I thought there was one more. But alright, so now we're down to this part where we're just gonna centrifuge this. Yep, we're centrifuging. There we go. Now we're centrifuging. Beautiful, beautiful. And I think I could just straight out do that. And bingo. There we go. Yes. Okay, there we go. So now that we now got that done. So now that we got that. Alright. So this entire thing is now done. Amethyst is being made slowly. I'm going to have to like really increase my production on this entire place. Because I think they're still running on HV. Wait, really? Oh. Yep, nope, all these could be overclocked, all these could be a lot faster. Yeah, I'm probably gonna move them out of this area. This area is kind of like can be used for something else. Maybe I'll like put these somewhere up here, maybe. No, I don't think up here, maybe up here. Because that whole essence thing is like a whole other thing of the game. Like, I need so much of it. Okay, so when it makes this, it's actually, you get 6 of this stuff, so... Yeah, if we're looking in here, look, the amethyst we have, okay, that's good. That's gonna rank up a lot. That's actually very, very good. Okay, so now this gotta go into a mixer. Wait. IV, gotta check it. So this one right here is right where it needs to go, IV. So it's a mixer. I just reloaded my shaders. Oops. Okay, so now I now got that. This needs to go into the HSSG, helium gas. Okay, so it takes helium gas, Okay, I just wanna... yeah, okay, so it takes helium gas. Well, okay, so we're gonna change these out. These coils right here out with HGGS coils, which is crazy because, well, we need to, and we also need to switch this out because this is full. And guess what we have just chilling up here? Yo, the extended pattern provider that we just got chilling. Alright, so if I throw that in there, now we just gotta throw the rest of these in here. And then we have all the new patterns and all the new gadgets. This is nice. Okay, so now that I now have that one, it's updated with helium gas and the better stuff. Okay, so now I just need to throw this in the vacuum with liquid helium. That's not that difficult, to be honest. Yeah, here's the one with liquid helium. So is this where I'm throwing? Yes, so this must be where I'm throwing the ores in. This is where I actually make the liquid helium. But on everything, I'm gonna be honest, I think mystical agriculture should have been redone in this pack. I genuinely feel like it's gonna be the most tedious thing so far out of everything. Even though, like, it looks like I'm gonna hate it. Like, and I'm fearful. I feel like it should have been differently done to make it a little less tedious. Like, I know it's supposed to be Gregified, but make it a little less tedious. Like, I don't know, if you at least make the seeds kind of difficult to make, and then make so those you like can constantly, like, even debunk like the resources to the point where it's like you have to like combine 8 of them to like make a single or something, you know. But alright, so now that we now have, actually, I gotta make this to, yep, I guess let's just see it, craft it. I just want to see the machine, my ME system, craft this. Okay, so it seems like it's actually crafting this, so that's really good. So it seems like it's probably going through the motion right now of it being in the mixer, and then after that it should get scheduled to the hot this soon enough. I'm hoping, maybe, hopefully. Oh, there it is. Now it's actually making me the hot stuff, and then it's gonna get turned into the nice hot ingot, and then we should be good. Oh, this stuff takes 70 seconds. I thought something broke. I legit thought something broke. I'm like, is this right? But there it is. There it is. We got our first Twilight ingot. Nice. Okay, so next would be, yep, the Twilight wire, which best bets, yep, right here in the wire mill. I think this literally should be right next in the first area. So I think if I remember from muscle memory, because I recorded this episode and whatever episode 80 on the same day to try to catch myself up, it should be here. Yep. Okay. Yep. Nope. Yep. I recorded 2 of these on the same day to try to get myself ahead again, because I like to just be, in case something happens, I have some leverage. But you know, and plus I'm getting back in the groove and trying to. Because I want to eventually get done with this mod pack and move on to something else, because I've been doing this, like, when you've been doing a mod pack like this for 80 something days, or 80 episodes, this is 81 episodes, because this one's going to equal out to 81. It's a lot. It's a lot of episodes, and guess who needs more patterns? This guy. Well, that wire works. Now I gotta make these, which, yeah, let's just make oh, right, yeah, because I wanted to make this one. Oh my god, the power on this is actually scary. It's really scary. Okay. Seemingly, what do you mean? What do you mean? I want to make this. So lumped in like that. In a pattern. Alright, now in a crafting table, there we go. So now this is a... dude. We're getting... dude. Oh, I'm going to have to make another one of these towers soon. I think down here... no, this one doesn't have anything. Down here is full. Oh, that's empty. Oh, cool. Cool. Okay, that's cool. Alright, well, I guess system, make me that, which is probably going to take an hour, because, oh my god. Okay, so right now we have... I wanted to get into this LV connector, because now that we actually got the wire for the super connector for LUV, meaning, well, if we... I guess, EV substation hatch. I don't want the substation hatch. LUV, oh, there's the energy hatch. That is a massive thing we want to get to, but it seems like for us to get to, we need to get to iridium ingots to get into an assembly line to make this. Does it take a scanner and an assembly line? Oh. Okay, so there we go. So now we got our first LUV energy converter. So bingo, there we go. It takes 2 billion power. Jeez. Okay, so this one's 2 million. What is even this? Dude, that Huh? Wait, this is IV. That's you. But it went up by 1.5 mil. It went up by 1.5 mil. That's ridiculous. 1.5 mil.
Forever, you waste my time. Say you change for the better.